I tell you what, Diddy owed me some money. Diddy owed me a couple dollars because I haven't been paying attention to this Diddy stuff the first couple of days. Everybody was, you know what I mean? And the stuff that was coming out was so crazy. You know what I'm saying? That people was just talking about it. But tell you the truth, I stopped paying attention to that shit 2 weeks ago at least, maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't need to keep hearing about his personal sex life. We get it. He's crazy. He got an outrageous sex life. But I already been made my mind up. If and until I hear some concrete evidence come out with somebody coming up there and saying something that really sounds like a RICO violation, I don't even need to see no more of this shit. The whole thing is about his sex life. I'm not interested. But I seen some videos today, people talking about it. I checked in, watched a few videos. Let me see what's going on with this Diddy shit. Now what it looks like, now what it looks like, a lot of people changed their damn tune. A lot of people changed their tune. Make no mistake about it. I'm gonna sit here and goddamn it say I was the one that held out the whole motherfucking time. Ever since the Shooting the Spit podcast, if you was watching that, before he actually got charged, when the shit was just people was just saying shit. I even back then I was up here saying this shit was some bullshit. Even back then I was criticizing Cat. Nobody, no goddamn body was had the heart to go out here and say that against little old fragile Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had the heart to go out here and say nothing against her. That was a way too much of a goddamn touchy topic. Y'all wasn't going to put y'all YouTube channel on the line. Y'all wasn't going to put y'all so-called integrity on the line. Your motherfucking word, your image on the line. I did all that shit. I was doing that shit. I seen this one YouTuber. Should I say his name? I don't know. He was one of these jokers came out jumping on the bandwagon, crucifying Diddy when this shit was coming out. He even changed his tune. Didn't have the nerve to say because he changed his tune, everybody's following suit and following him. No, everybody followed motherfucking me with this shit. That's the bottom goddamn line. I don't care if you say I'm delusional, whatever you want to say. I can't. There wasn't nobody else out here, quote unquote, with a strong motherfucking quote unquote supporting Diddy. That's quote unmotherfucking quote because it's not about supporting Diddy. What I was doing was pointing out this bullshit. I said Cassie's full of shit. Even when the trial started, I said I don't give a goddamn about the tape. They can play this shit in court however many times they want. This charge, this case is not about him beating up Cassie in the goddamn hotel room. If it was, it may be different, but this is not. She, but Cassie and Diddy's the victim in the Cassie situation. She got 10. What she got? What they say? She got 20 million motherfucking dollars or something like that for this case. I mean, for taking that ass whooping, and still got to go in court and tell her story and shit on him. So no, yeah, Diddy got is the victim with Cassie. I don't give a goddamn what nobody says. I made a couple of videos about, been making videos about this shit months ago. The sole joker out here talking the shit I was talking by myself, not giving a fuck what nobody had to say. Now I wake up and look around, slowly but surely, a lot of people change their goddamn tune. They looking like, hold up, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Cujo 340 was good. A lot of people. I even seen Sherelle's World. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Sherelle, shout out to Sherelle's World and Perry. Because Sherelle, much respect to Sherelle, but she's one of these women that the dramatics and automatically believe the women and jumping on the bandwagon talking mad shit. He needs to go to jail for life, lock his black ass up, and all this type of stuff. Sherelle even changed her tune now. You know what I'm saying? And Perry been on them keeping it real because Perry at one point was he agreed with every goddamn thing Sherelle said all the time. But now that he be giving Sherelle pushback, their show was a lot better. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Sherelle's World, Perry, they look a lot better with Perry having his own opposing ideas. And he won. I don't know if it's him or whatever, but maybe Sherelle just came to her senses. Because the last time I was looking at her, she's in there damn near crying talking about Cassie. We just the victim. I believe the victims all the time and all that type of shit. I was never with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even Sherelle now ain't feeling this bullshit. She's even saying this is not a RICO goddamn case because it's not. I made the video about Cassie. I said this is the reason why you should not be supporting Cassie. I put should not in big motherfucking bold letters on the thing. Should not be supporting Cassie. I said, look, This is what I think probably started changing Sherelle's mind because people be seeing my channel. I only be getting a couple of views on a couple of videos. Make no mistake about it, it be the content creators that be watching my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't be getting a lot of views from like regular people. It be motherfucking content creators watching my shit. When my channel was popping last time, the other shit, I always had the first video out. A lot of people was following the shit that I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say people think alike, but no, that a lot of people was saying the same shit I was motherfucking saying. And make no mistake about it, like I said, when I was talking about the Cassie video, I said this is why you should not support Cassie. I said because for one, you shouldn't want your 18 and 19-year-old daughter to feel like she's such a victim and she can make any kind of mistake that automatically it's the other person's fault. Because look, these folks, the justice system, the criminal judicial system will lock your daughter up for life if she commits the wrong crime at 18 goddamn motherfucking years old. If she go out here and do the wrong thing at 18, it will lock her up for motherfucking life. I don't want my daughter thinking that because she's 18 you can just go out here, make some willy nilly decisions, be a victim of some bullshit. No, you got to know what the fuck you out here doing. Look around, pay attention to the people around you. Just surrounded for dudes doing some shit that don't look right. Know that no, I'm not. I'm not with though. I'm not with it. That's why I said about Cassie. After that, it seemed like people started changing their motherfucking tune. I'm going to sit there and say it because everybody was so hell bent on this whole bullshit at first. I couldn't believe today. I looked around looking at this shit again. Mad people is different now. Everybody is saying this shit I was saying, the whole motherfuckers. I've been saying this shit since before they charged the boy. You know what I'm saying? Before they even brought him in. I've been saying this shit since way back then. Now everybody all of a sudden sees the motherfucking light, which is cool. I ain't got no problem with that. That's cool. Cause my thing is this: you cheering for them to take him down with this shit. What about when it's you? They take down. Yeah, they ain't worry about you now because you ain't got shit to motherfucking take. But what if you got millions and billions of dollars and they put some bogus case on? Wouldn't you want people to be like, hold up, let's look at the motherfucking facts here. Let's see what's really going on because this shit don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Your kid, your son, your family. You don't want, you know what I mean? Kuda said, when it comes to conspiracy theories, critical thinking, I thought I knew shit until I came across this channel. LOD salute. Much love, man. Shout out to you for that. Especially my old channel, man. I was knee deep into this shit. I had a passion for all this conspiracy shit. I spoke with passion, right, wrong, and different or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I was knee deep in all that shit. I was ahead of a lot of information because I was back then. Honestly, what it was is that I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I was doing, hustling, whatever, and shit. I didn't have to be no motherfucking where 24th, and this is that's how I've been most of my life until became. I ain't. I just say till I got older. You know what I'm saying? Because statute of limitations. Who knows? I'm not sure. I got to sit there and calculate. God damn, when did I do my last dirt? But basically, since I've been a teenager, I've been hustling. So I had from the time I was a teenager up until just say in my 30s to do whatever the motherfucker I want. So when I got enlightened with certain information, I had all day to just look at shit, read shit, watch shit, research shit. That's why my last channel was like that, I think, because I was in there with I was in there with a mind state that I didn't have shit else to motherfucking do besides the shit that I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was learn a lot of shit about the world, the Illuminati, all that kind of shit. So that's why I was like really hitting shit hard. I was really into it. Then you start working, and then you get shit happens, and you know what I mean. Then your life goes different ways. So it's like, but I said all that to say because Cujo just said yeah, because I was on it like that before. And nowadays everybody's doing it, so it's not a thing no more. It's not really exciting to me. Like even certain shit, like now kids on TikTok that got all this conspiracy shit. They wasn't out here when this shit wasn't cool to do. When you had to go out here and you said some crazy shit that sounded crazy, when people thought you was crazy and you looked crazy, people wasn't doing it back then. I ain't saying I was the first one or the only one, but I'm just saying around the time when I came out with that shit, my last channel, it wasn't that popular to be out here talking that conspiracy shit. You know what I'm saying? Only like-minded individuals is into that shit. Nowadays, fucking 10-year-old kids is on TikTok making conspiracy videos, getting millions of views and all this type of shit. But it is what it is. People had to pave the way. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that shit earlier on my channel. You motherfucking the the videos they took my last channel for still all over motherfucking YouTube to this day. You know what I'm saying? So that I ain't I ain't I ain't gonna get. Oh, the sirens going on. Speaking of these motherfucking sirens, I just heard it caught my attention. Ice ran down in Bethlehem today. The motherfucker Ice ran down today in Bethlehem, Southside Bethlehem, as they snatched up 17 people. Yo, I was at work. I seen the notification. It was just like all these pictures and the people on Facebook. Like, what the fuck? This Ice. They ran down and took a whole group of people off a construction site here in Bethlehem. The ICE, the Homeland Security, all this shit on Southside Bethlehem. I'm like, damn, I'm glad that was nowhere around me because I see them jokers out motherfucker, but like I'm not an ICE bro. I'm just saying, like, just to see that presence around you, you'd be like, damn, what the fuck? But yeah, they ran down. And the funny thing about it is, like, 2 weeks ago, might have been like 3 weeks ago at this point, the building that they ran down on, the construction site, burned down like 2 weeks ago. It was a weird thing, a fire out of nowhere. And this is like a brand new top of the line, state of the art construction thing that just put out here in Bethlehem. They had all these apartments on top, then they had some restaurants on the bottom. That shit caught on fire, and that shit, it was crazy. But now that's where they ran down on today. They said all these illegal ICE people, legal the immigrants. What do they call them? The fucking start not immigrant. I can't even think of the fucking word. You know what I'm talking about though. But so that's where they were all was working at, and they ran down and grabbed up, said like 17 of them. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. So I know what you're talking about. Me and my homeboy found out about the Illuminati back in like 2010. We made a documentary style DVD and dropped them shits off on every doorstep in the projects. Good old days. You don't have no. You don't put them on like YouTube and shit. Put them shits up on YouTube. I first found out about the first time I heard the word Illuminati, I was locked up in juvenile detention. Dub said aliens. I was in juvenile detention. Fuck is going on out here? These police. Like I said in my last video yesterday, Bethlehem is the most siren sound that there's nothing happening in this place in the goddamn world. In Easton, where I'm from, or in Allentown, when you hear those kind of sirens, it's a shooting. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. In Bethlehem, you'll hear some fucking sirens sound like somebody's dying. Come to find, you don't even hear nothing about it. Just be like a domestic violence incident or some shit. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, yeah, start doing that again, Cujo 340. When I was locked up, this was like 90. What was it? About 98. 98. My mom's friend sent me a whole fucking packet about this New World Order shit. Like this was like the first time I seen any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? New World Order, Illuminati, all this crazy shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I really didn't know how to take it, but some of the information was so vital and you couldn't. It was just like, oh shit, it woke me up. So I wasn't going hard since then. Though that I just had that then, and then got back out, still running the streets, all the shit I was doing as I was growing up. I didn't really come back and revisit that type of shit until a little bit later in my life. That's when I was like, was I 17? I guess I was when I was in that juvenile place there, Allentown Secure Treatment Unit. The funny thing about that, it was on the same site as the Allentown State Hospital. I drove by there the other day. The whole motherfucking site is cleared out. I was like, "What the fuck?" The juvenile detention building is locked, is knocked down. The Allentown State Hospital been shut down, but I didn't realize to the other day the whole entire fucking the whole um land is leveled. Ain't nothing there. Some grass. That's where they shot the movie at with Samuel L. Jackson. What was it called? Unbreakable. Not Unbreakable. Was it Unbreakable? Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis or one of them. Some movie they shot over there where I was locked up at when I was a juvenile. But that's where I first got the Illuminati and shit information. But nowadays it's like they had turned it into something so different. It doesn't really have the kick that it has no more. Like a lot of that stuff. But Dub said alien. I definitely believe in alien. We might be the motherfucker. Just we who just said, yeah, I'm start. Oh yeah, I read that already. Start doing that again. Definitely start doing it again. Never know, man, because people out here making a lot of money, but you just never know if you might get lucky and be the person to be able to make a couple dollars off it. You know what I'm saying? Or at least just put the word out and shit like that. But yeah, man, Diddy owes me some money. It might sound weird if I say I was riding for Diddy this whole time because it wasn't about riding for Diddy. It was about just not going along with this bullshit. I've been the one out here consistently, nonstop. When I saw motherfucking Sherrell's World earlier, like I said, if you watch Sherrell's World channel, child, I was like, she's even turned on the prosecution now. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? So Diddy's team, what's the dude's name? I forget the motherfucking lawyer's name. Send me a check. Send me a couple of dollars because I was out here pushing this shit. Like I said, my channel's not big. I don't get a lot of views, but the people who make videos watch my shit. Trust what I tell you. It ain't the first shit that I seen people I said and then people come out and say. I usually don't jump up and say shit. I just be like, whatever. My channel's small. I go out and say certain shit. People think it looks weird. Oh, you think you're important. You ain't Diddy boys, but so I just don't be saying shit. But this one, I'm like, nah, because I ain't been paying attention to this shit. I just looked around. I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking different all of a sudden now. Like, where this shit come from? You know what I'm saying? There's still there's certain people out there who ain't going to lock him up and all this type of shit, but a significant amount of people have changed their tune with this Diddy shit. And I've been out here from the door with this shit. But since Cujo 340 said brought up that this just reminded me of something that I can't it just came back to my mind. Some shit I was on way back in the day with the ice and the polar and about the machine or the system being something about I don't want to say the wrong thing as I can't think exactly what it was, but connecting like polar cold ice is cold police. You know what I'm saying? You go to the polls to vote, POL, politics, same thing, polar POL. Like this whole thing I had before, I fucking damn, that shit just started coming to me. I need to look back into it, try to figure out what that was because it sounds interesting now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, remembering it. Because I was talking specifically about ice too, about that shit. I don't know if I got it from somewhere else or if I can't remember how it came about, but I remember this whole, you know what I'm saying, discussion about where the words come from and how it formed with I don't know if it had something to do with hell being cold or if it was something to do with cold and ice and POL, the polars and some shit. I gotta try to find out what that shit was again because it sounds interesting now that I'm thinking about it. I can't remember. I know I was talking about it. I can't remember if I came up with that or I seen somebody else say it. This shit was like fucking damn, like fucking 10 years ago, I guess at this point. God damn, time be flying. My last channel that was like 2013. I think I had that channel when I started. Yeah, that's about it. About to get up out of here. I got shit to do. Got to get up early tomorrow, go to work and shit. But Jokers is funny, boy. People, that's why I don't buy people. This is the thing about people, man. People will make space for what they like and who they like. It don't matter what the situation is. That's why you can't get too caught up in none of this shit about nobody. People will defend who they like and what they like at all costs. It don't matter what kind of evidence there is or ain't. They will defend who they like and people and stuff they like, and they will go against shit they don't like at all costs. So you got to just use your own judgment, use your own mind, and not get caught up in everything that people just be saying because people will come out and just say any old goddamn thing, man. Any old goddamn thing. But hit the like button before you get up out of here. I'm taking motherfucking credit for this Diddy shit. Yep. And I'm not totally like I said, it's not support. They might come out with something tomorrow. I might be like, oh shit, this shit is motherfucking Rico. At this point right now, this moment as this shit stands today, because the last thing I keep hearing about is this Jane Doe chick and this 50. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Yo, the 50 who's the chick? What's the Daphne chick? Yo, I see some pictures of 50 Cent going around. I'm sure you've probably seen the I'll probably make that into the thumbnail. I seen these pictures of 50 at the beach taking pictures with this chick. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? 50, man. That I seen, oh man, anybody that's seen the pictures, man, if you seen them, say something. If you seen it, speak up right now. Like if you saw something, say something. If you see after you done with this, go Google. If you ain't see, go on YouTube, Google or something like that. That's going around. I've seen it a couple times in the past couple days. When 50 Cent first got with this Daphne chick, he was at the beach with her with a camera taking pictures and shit, looking like a goddamn lover boy, a fucking pussy. I seen these pictures. I almost died and cried when I seen these pictures. 50 looked like a whole fucking herb, a whole clown with this chick out at the beach taking pictures like a goddamn dude boy. I was like, wow, 50, that shit looks bad on your fucking image, dude. That shit looks bad on your resume. It said this message is hell for review. Put one of y'all jokers and typed up in here and got me had to review. Yeah, a friend Hurdle said, yeah, 50 looking like what's that? Is that a bad word? Because they saying it's hell for review. Basically, he's saying 50 looking like a bozo. I seen that picture. I was utterly fucking surprised. I was like, that shit caught me off guard. Even just the way he looked himself. He was like skinnier and he had like his little hairdo the way he looked. That looked bad. I don't know why he thought that was cool to even let himself be seen getting filmed, getting photos like that. That looked bad for 50. I ain't gonna sit here and fucking even tell a lie right now. That shit caught me by surprise, yo. It's really that serious. Go look it up. If you ain't seen the pictures of 50 on the beach with that chick, then he's out here and it yo, 50 he look bad in these pictures, yo. I'm telling you, 50 fucking look crazy in these pictures at the beach with this chick, man. Go look at it ASAP. Soon you get off air with me, go look at the pictures. Type in 50 Cent on the beach with Daphne. You'll be like, what the fuck, 50, dude? He looked like a clown out there, man. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking lie to you. I fuck with 50 tough other than all the bullshit. I ain't gonna sit there like, even though 50 be doing bullshit and shit, but I always been a fucking G Unit fan. Thought I was the fifth member. You know what I'm saying? All this type of shit. But 50 did bad, yo. 50 did bad. I didn't think he was that type of dude. Tell you the truth, like I really didn't. I didn't think he was that type of dude for real, for real. And this is what I don't understand. Like I don't people Vivica Fox and stuff. I don't know, but you stop messing with Vivica Fox to mess with these fucking whole trash ass bitches. You on the beach taking pictures with this bitch looking like a goddamn dude boy. Like that looked bad. I'm not even exaggerating. If you go look at them pictures, you'll see. Type in 50 Cent on the beach with the Daphne bitch, and you'll be like, wow, 50 was looking crazy out there on the beach with this bitch. I didn't even think he had it in him. All that gangster shit he be talking. God damn. I didn't think he even had that type of thing in him. But there was some pictures a long time ago too of 50 with a Jerry curl. There was some pictures of 50 with a Jerry curl a long time ago. You remember that? That was going around a little bit recently. 50 had a goddamn Jerry curl, some shades on, which is cool, but it just looked weird on him. So I don't know if this it says message hard for review. It said Vivica the same hoe. So I'd rather have Vivica than that Daphne bitch running around doing freak offs and jumping. You rather be with Daphne than Vivica Fox, dude. Life is good. You rather be with Daphne than Vivica Fox. Shit, Vivica was bad as hell for one back in the day. Don't get that mistaken. Vivica was bad as hell. I'm not even gonna say one of the baddest black chicks. She was one of the baddest chicks, period, back in the day. Vivica Fox. And yeah, this Daphne bitch is a smut. She's a what are they? What's the professional word? Extort. She's an escort. She's not. Yeah, Vivica Fox all motherfucking day. I'd rather be with motherfucking right. I don't give a fuck if she was doing freak offs or not. Compared to the Daphne chick, yeah, Vivica a motherfucking Fox all day. Vivica, Team Vivica. Between them two, you want to say that comparison? Yeah, I'd rather be with Vivica. The fuck is this Daphne chick hopping around between celebrities with money and shit? At least Vivica had her own money back then. I don't know what she got going on now, but at least back then she was somebody. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah, fucking right. I would pick Vivica. But yeah, I was just kind of hyped up because I ain't gonna lie, this shit made my day a little bit, man. That's why I've been a little bit chippery up in here on this live because I couldn't believe I seen so many people change their tune with this Diddy shit now all of a sudden, man. People coming to my comments talking about me. How dare you? Even people I knew in real life. My ex one day, looking at me crazy. You really think? Yeah, that's what I motherfucking think. It's motherfucking right. That's what I think. The bitches is smut running around here. I don't give a 18, 19. She already was with like a 30-year-old before that. She was a model running around, goddamn New York party and freak off shit already. Yeah, she was on some bullshit. I don't got no. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Even almost had a whole goddamn argument with my ex over that shit. Motherfucking right. And now everybody else is on that shit all of a sudden. Y'all jokers, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the motherfucking like button, man. Yeah, I be out here risking life and limb to tell the truth, to say what was on my mind. No one is going to be ridiculed and backlit. You know what I'm saying? Jokers want to come out here and rock you to sleep and say some bullshit. They probably don't really even feel like that, but they too scared to go against the fucking grain. Crying for Cassie and all this shit. She walked away with 30 million motherfucking dollars, 20 from Diddy and 10 from the goddamn hotel. What the fuck are you upset about with her? Where she got, she came up. That so yeah, Diddy a devil, fuck Diddy. Yeah, Diddy's a scumbag. This is not. I got no dispute with that. Diddy's. I haven't. Ever since Biggie died, I haven't liked Diddy. Not even because I think he's involved in it, just because I didn't like the fact that Biggie's mom had to sue Diddy for money, and Biggie's kids, they were saying, didn't have no money at one point. Just that alone, I didn't like that about Diddy. So I didn't like Diddy since way back then, and that's just a lot of other shit too. But at the end of the day, too, also you got to consider the fact that all these contracts and people Diddy did dirty and shit allegedly. A lot of these people was grown ass adults when they signed these contracts, man. It's business. That's the thing about business. You gotta business is worse. Business, you gotta look at business like anything that can happen will. You know what I'm saying? That's why business is evil to an extent. If I ain't mistaken, if you type in business into the gematria, the calculator, it gives you 666. If I'm not mistaken, it's like commercial 666. Business is evil, man. How many people have we seen break up over business groups and shit like that because the business ain't right? The business. 'Cause once you get involved in business, your whole moral compass dissolves. Once the money comes in, like real money comes into some shit, millions of dollars, your whole moral compass dissolves and evaporates. Like Diddy, a person like me, if I had Biggie was my artist, he bought in all that money. There's no way his family would have to sue me to get some money. If I had 50 million at that point when Biggie died, his family got 25. Now we both got 25, you know, or however it has to be divvied up between whoever deserves some motherfucking money. But some people they say Birdman is good for that. A lot of people in the industry say Birdman is notorious for making you sue for your money. Shit like that is grimy. Like they know they're gonna have to pay you or whatever you got, but they still make you go through the process of filing a lawsuit, all this extra shit. Business takes away the thing of being fair. Then when people get a couple of dollars, they get caught up in, oh, they got this, but they still need more. Then they start being in competition with other millionaires. So now it's like takes on a whole new thing. Because you would think like, damn, you went from being just a regular dude, now you got 20, 30, $100 million. You can't find it in your heart to break a joker off a couple M's that really deserves it and help you get to where you got to go. Like you got to get sued to give somebody some money. Because now they're in competition with, now they're millionaires. Now they got to have the new yacht. When they was on the goddamn corner hustling, they wanted the new Jordans, but now they need a new motherfucking yacht. So it's the same shit. It just transfers over to a different mind state, the same, you know what I'm saying, thought process. So that's why business could be evil, man. And Diddy was the worst of them. Diddy was at the worst. He definitely was. Even though, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of them people that signed contracts with him were grown adults and did they self dirt. They should have been at the same time. It's like, dude, you you don't find it in your heart to just throw somebody a couple dollars. Like, yeah, you did help out. You definitely did your thing. Pushed, you know what I'm saying? Diddy has left people fucking broke in the smoke and just left behind with nothing. Grimy shit. So yeah, Diddy's a fucking I'm not definitely not defending him and his character and shit like that, but I ain't about to sit here and watch the system just take somebody down on some bullshit because motherfucking I could be next. You could be next. You know what I'm saying? You got to use discernment, man. Because this is how shit becomes the norm. Oh, and two, when they took Bill Cosby down, I ain't gonna say I was the only or whatever. Like how this Diddy shit, because the Diddy shit seems worse. But I made a videos. I think it was on this channel. It was on this channel probably. I said, I think I put words on there because I was doing something. So I just made a video and put words up. I said, if you let this Bill Cosby shit go and get behind this shit is gonna become the norm. You know what I'm saying? That shit was a test run. The Bill Cosby shit, the Michael Jackson shit. They've been trying to get Michael Jackson since back in the day, but when y'all allowed them to take Bill Cosby down without jumping up and speaking out against that shit, they said, "Oh, we can keep doing this shit." Took Bill Cosby down for some shit, fucking 50 years old. Some bitches coming in there on fucking walkers and canes who were drug addicts fucking way back then, who were known fucking drug addicts and prostitutes. And then you just let them take him down and y'all was cool with that. How dare you fucking fucking selfish, self-centered sons of bitches, man. That shit, I was bothered by that Bill Cosby shit. I wasn't feeling that shit at all. Let these chicks come out here fucking 50 years. Shit from the fucking 1940s coming out here talking about he gave me a Quaalude. Y'all out here talking about, yeah, take Bill Cosby down. Y'all, how dare you fucking suckers, man. I wasn't feeling that shit at all. But I said back then, I said, y'all let this shit slide. This is what they're going to keep doing. Then they went to R. Kelly. All right, let me not go. But yeah, even motherfucking R. Kelly, this shit he did. Even motherfucking R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said in the beginning. I'm gonna stand on the shit I be saying. Even motherfucking R. Kelly. I'm gonna sit there and say that too. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit ass case. Did he deserve to be probably locked up maybe for some shit or fucking deserve some type of punishment? Probably so. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit he did was foul, regardless of whatever. A Rico case though, no, was not no motherfucking Rico case. Same shit with R. Kelly. I'm gonna say that shit too. Shit was not a motherfucking Rico case. A one man Rico case, you know what I'm saying? And for some shit that we know that most of that shit was probably consensual or people was. So yeah, statutory shit. There's a lot of shit he definitely was the wrong of him, but a Rico, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Locked this man up for life. So any motherfucking body, not Shannon Sharp though, because that Shannon Sharp shit bothered me. I ain't gonna lie, because just for the fact this is what bothered me about Shannon Sharp. A couple of people came, but I got to get up out of here. But a couple of people came, so I kept talking to him and say this last thing before I get up out of here. When I really thought about it, because I made some videos about Shannon Sharp, came at him, talked some shit to him. Um, this is what when I thought about this is what really bothered me about Shannon Sharp. On the other video, I was saying shit about, oh, you are fucking with an IG, or what is she only fans about this. But this is the thing. That's not even really what bothered me about it. It's the fact that you just didn't have precautions. If you want to fuck with OnlyFans bitches, by all means, you got do whatever the fuck you want. Like there's no judgment. But the thing that bothered me so much about him is that how did he not have no precautions set up, no fucking safeguards, safe holds set up to where to prevent some shit like that happening? You know what I'm saying? That's really my only problem with Shannon Sharp. How you wasn't prepared for this shit? How you didn't have no fucking uh disclosure, non-disclosure, like some shit set up to where this shit couldn't fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that really bothered me about Shannon Sharp. All the other shit about you want to fuck with a OnlyFans model, knock yourself out, do what you want. I mean, Scott, do whatever the fuck you want, but I just don't understand how he didn't have no fucking safeguards in place, no more solid foundation if to do something like that, to not be caught up in this shit he's caught up. I know Shannon Sharp's motherfucking happy right now. This Diddy shit going on because people ain't been talking about Shannon Sharp in a couple weeks once the Diddy shit came out and all this ICE and immigration, all this shit going on. Shannon Sharp back there chilling a little bit now, but that shit ain't over. That shit gonna come back. Hit the like button if you came up in there. I'm sure it's a whole different group of 10 people that been in there from the beginning. Just said message held for review. Potentially inappropriate message or held for review. Or got that. Let me see the message. Why ain't let me see the message? The bro quit clout chasing. Shut the fuck up, Jimmy John's Pizza. You put a hell. You said a message that's hell for review to say that. God damn, get a motherfucking life, dude. God damn, clout chasing. And what am I clout chasing about? This is the opposite of clout chasing, cocksucker. Fucking clout chase. This is the opposite of what clout chasing is. Fuck face. I'm saying this shit that people wasn't saying. The people were scared to say. Clout chasing is saying the same shit everybody motherfucking else is saying. Fuck you mean clout chasing? Jump off a goddamn bridge and bust your head open. Jimmy John's. People eat a motherfucking pizza. Jimmy John's. You look familiar too. I don't know if I can click on profiles. But yeah, man. You got to deal with people like that. Make life harder. You just gotta. People just gotta interject with bullshit. It says show or hide his motherfucking comment. Let me show his motherfucking comment. Just because this is show. So another moderator has handled this. What moderators up in there? I don't even see the moderators in there. But yeah, man. I'm gonna sign off by saying Diddy owes me a motherfucking check just for putting the energy out there. I know for sure. I ain't saying all, but at least some or one of these big time content creators followed my lead with this shit. Once they started seeing how this shit looked, they was like, "Oh, this shit is fucking some bullshit." And Indigo Child said, "I'm out. I don't know you like that, dude. You show up a couple times. People I have as moderators, like maybe they ain't showing my moderators. I could have swore Cujo 340 was a moderator. If not, he should have been. Let me see if I can make him a mod now. Yeah, I didn't know because he's been around for a minute. And Cujo, I don't think he's in here right now no more, but he should have been a moderator. All the people that's moderators on my channel were people that I've been seeing and coming around for years and shit. And I don't really need moderators. My shit ain't popping like that to really have moderators. So you said my name right. Nah, I'm cool, but understand. You show up a couple times, man. Support the channel. I'll make you a moderator, man. Trying to bring the channel back. I ain't even monetized or nothing no more. They demonetized me a couple months ago talking about some reused content. They said, I don't know, whatever. I ain't even got the energy to be going to arguing with. They wanted me to make a whole video and to make a platform and put videos in it and say why I shouldn't be demonetized. And they was like, make a video saying the reason why you reuse this content and what. I said I ain't got for a split second. I was like thinking, I was like, all right, what I gotta do? I said I ain't motherfucking doing this shit, hopping around like a goddamn monkey for this little bullshit ass monetization. I wasn't making no motherfucking money on her anyway, but it's always good to be monetized just in case you do get a video that gets a couple of views, you can get a couple of dollars and shit. But they trying to get me to hop around like a goddamn orangutan, make a video, go sit in the corner, Joker, make a video, tell about why you did this, how come you use this video without this, and show what your video does, and explain to us what you do outside. I'm not doing all that. Kiss my motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So I let this shit expire. I just said fuck it and let them demonetize it. Had me sitting around like a goddamn porch monkey on here making videos to explain why I shouldn't be demonetized. Because goddamn it, because I've been here for fucking 10 motherfucking years, bought in millions of goddamn views to motherfucking YouTube. That's why I shouldn't be demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Been pushing this shit since fucking my first channel. My first channel, my shit was popping. I only had 12,000 subscribers, but I had like 5 million views in like a year or two. You know what I'm saying? People was tuned into my shit. I talk about Kanye or some shit that was anything back then that was popping. My shit was getting hundreds of thousands of views. Goddamn, damn near at least 50,000 views, damn near every video. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. Indigo Child. So this is why you monetize. This is why you monetize your own. You said my name right. So this is why you monetize your own shit. Yeah, I should try to do some other shit, but I ain't got the time and energy because this shit don't be popping like that. Get a couple motherfucking more people in here to consistently, you know what I'm saying? I might try to get back into it like that. But I ain't gonna lie though. Of course, anybody who's a content creator wants a monetized channel because why would you motherfucker not? Anybody who says they don't care about being monetized is lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that shit they want me to do with that video. I wasn't with that. Had me sitting jumping around like a goddamn monkey because you said I'd overuse content. You want me to sit down and do what? I got motherfucking bills to pay. And I'm glad. No, I ain't gonna say I'm glad. I'll be fronting if I said I'm glad. But when my first channel got demonet, when they terminated my first channel, it was good for. It wasn't. I ain't gonna say I was happy, but it was good for me because yeah, they wanted me to make a. They was on some bullshit. I couldn't even believe they sent me some shit telling me to do all that shit to try to keep my monetization. But my first channel, it was good because right when I started I was up to about $1,000 a month. My last couple checks from YouTube. This was like I said, we talking 8 years ago or something like that. I was up to about $1,000 a month. Just as that happened, and I was like, I wasn't familiar with technology. I was really fresh off the street back then. Really was in the street still back then doing the shit I was doing. So the internet I was just on. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I did do some blatant mistakes that I had no clue of. I was definitely doing some bullshit. Copyright. I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know what the monetization was until I stumbled into it. And I was like, oh shit, you can get paid for this shit. Then I was on it. But long story short, before I get up out there, I was up to about $1,000 a month. I was making my last couple checks, 900 to 1,000 around there. I just had made a decision in my mind. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to fucking go hard with this shit. I'm about to come up. I was about to buy equipment. I was about to really get into it. Then they terminated my channel and shit. But if I'd have went about like a year with that money, because after a year, I probably would have been up to about at least like 5,000 a month, maybe 10,000 and shit. The way my shit was going, I would have started thinking that shit was like not going to end. I might have motherfucker started like paying bills with the money and shit and bought shit that I wouldn't be able to afford otherwise because now I'm making all this extra YouTube money. And then if that shit would have ended after I'd have made a lifestyle out of that shit, it would have fucked my life up. So I'm glad it ended like right when it did, because right before that I was about to stop hustling. I'm about to be like, this is all I'm going to do, and my shit got terminated. And the Joker was heartbroken, boy. God damn, I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I had to recover from that shit. That's what made me go and get a real estate license. I was so motherfucking mad. I was like, 'cause that's the kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person that when I'm bothered the wrong way or the right way, I guess you could say, everything in me wants to fucking get revenge on somebody. So in my mind, I was getting revenge on YouTube by getting the real estate license. You know what I'm saying? Even though that sounds ridiculous, but that's what I did. I was like, I'm about to go out here and do something, my motherfucking self. So I got a motherfucking real estate license and was doing that. And my shit, I was doing good with real estate until the motherfucking pandemic came. Then I was like, nah, I don't got time for this shit. Cause a lot of realtors you see on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit, that be that shit looks good. You know what I'm saying? That shit looks good. That shit be smoke and mirrors. I tell you what, about 80% of the realtors you see on the internet ain't really making no money like that. They making a couple dollars here and there. Uh, there's even some realtors you see on the internet that are paying money to be in real estate. Believe it or not, some of these companies you go to, you got to pay office fees, phone fees, all this shit. You got to pay the real estate commission fee, licensing fee, continual education every 2 years fee. So some people out here ain't making money at all. They paying fees to look cute on the internet, take pictures and have you thinking they doing big time shit. Be 10 of them on a team selling one house. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get to take a picture at the house. They doing this and that. The team, we doing this. Trust me, this real estate shit is after the pandemic, especially smoking motherfucking mirrors. Unless you got houses to sell, then you can come up because the way this shit is now, the prices are up. But other than that, so I said all that to say I had to get up out of real estate because I wasn't there to look cute. I was there to make some motherfucking money, and I didn't have time to be. And then you showing houses and your gas money, your time. Yeah, you can. A lot of realtors you see, believe it or not, are in the fucking hole. They're not making money. Trust what I tell you. So yeah, that's what pushed me to YouTube. I'm going to get my motherfucking real estate license. Thinking I was going getting back at YouTube. They ain't worried about nothing motherfucking I was doing. But that's just how I am though. You know what I'm saying? You bother me the wrong way, I'll get motivated in a different way. And that's when I'm always best. When people try to, when I see somebody doubting me or certain shit, try to prove me wrong. That's when I go into a mode where I'll just be like when I'm running and shit. I go into a mode sometime when I'm running. If I got the right shit on my mind, I'll just fucking be running for miles and miles and won't even. I don't know. I just always been like that. Most of my life, I used that shit for the wrong reasons, though. That's how I was when I was young. Extremely motivated for the wrong reasons. That's why I was like, people. uh, That's I don't. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I was motivated for the fucking extreme wrong reasons. So imagine somebody who's fucking extremely motivated, but it's not for a good reason. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But when I be on the right shit, then I'm motivated for the right reasons. Good shit happens. I can make shit happen. You know what I mean? But that's about it now, definitely for sure. Because everybody done left. Hit the like button. What time is it? I done sat there and talked to I gotta get the fuck to sleep. Damn, 45 minutes passed already that quick. What the fuck is I sitting there talking about for 45 motherfucking minutes? I was gonna come here and rub this Diddy shit in everybody's face because I was the main first and only motherfucking one out here saying this shit was bullshit. That was the point why I came in here. Jump up, look around today on YouTube and the motherfucking internet. Everybody now all of a sudden, this ain't no Rico. This is bullshit. Yeah, I fucking been telling y'all this was some goddamn motherfucking bullshit. Now all of a sudden everybody sees the goddamn light. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, send me a fucking check, man. I deserve it for that. I My influence reached out into the fucking masses. That's what I'm sitting there saying. I've been consistent with this shit since fucking the Shooting the Spit podcast. If you was watching that, the podcast me and my cousin was doing a year ago. Since then, we was both. That was way before the fucking trial, before they even arrested him. Like this is some bullshit. Gonna hit a because somebody's freaking doing freak offs. That since when was that fucking illegal? Doing drugs and freak offs. You know what I'm saying? That's a RICO. No goddamn RICO charge for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I gotta go hit the like button and stay out of the way of these jokers and this bullshit, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. There's a few people. Cujo 340. That Dove. What that? The text message. The fuck texting me this time? Um, yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. Life is good. Indigo Child, Dove, Cujo 340, Ferrum Hurdle. Somebody else is in here too. Oh, somebody came by and said some slick shit. Jimmy John's Pizza. It's your bullshit. And that's about it, man.